Now, speaking of rumors, for each of you, what's been the craziest rumor or report or story that you've ever heard about yourself? That when you read it, you were like, this, come on now.
Well, recently they said that I've been photoshopping my pictures to look skinnier. And I don't even know how to use Photoshop.
That's really funny.
And I don't even know if
That's
you have
a good
it on your
compliment,
iPhone.
though.
Yeah, I know. They're like,
a
there
good
is
one.
no way she's that skinny. You can tell right there that she pushed in her hips on the side. I'm like, okay.
You have that much
Okay.
time. I don't know. I think one magazine just posted that Isaac moved back to Pennsylvania, which isn't true. And I was like, I tweeted them back, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, who did he move with? Because it wasn't me. But that's about it.
I haven't had one for a long time. That was crazy, but way in the beginning, a magazine posted pictures of like that me and my friend posted of when we were just like hanging out at home and like taking crazy pictures. And they're like, "Good mom gone bad."
I've never saw
And I was
that.
like, these pictures were taken at my house. I'm like, we're just weird. But there hasn't been anything for a long time that's been too crazy.
What's the cutest thing each of your kids have done recently?
Let's see.
There's so many things.
I know. She was really sad when I was leaving.
I felt so emotional leaving the kids this trip for some
I
reason.
do
Like,
too.
extra emotional.
I think it's because we came by ourselves.
Yeah, and we weren't allowed to take anybody.
So leaving them, she's got a lot of cute stuff.
Kaiser likes to point and say, I think he tries to say that, but he says dat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he points at everything. He's like, that. And he wants you to tell him what it is.
Oh, it's
Aw,
everything.
Yeah.
like,
I
that's
remember.
cute.
What kind of advice do you have for younger moms after going through all of what you've gone through?
I mean, definitely just focus on putting your kids first. And
Everything else will come back.
yeah, be patient. Don't settle for things.
Don't rush into having a boyfriend just because you have a kid.
And also, when you do have a boyfriend, if you do think about having a child, think about what it's going to be like after you have that child. And if you did break up, who's going to take care of what? How many days a week are you going to have the child? And I think that should be figured out early in the relationship if they plan to have a child.
And stay in school.
Yeah, because they need to know, and they need to be mature about it and fair, and not resentful to each other.
Now, how long do you guys see yourselves having the reality cameras around? Like, would you keep your kids on the show and yourself on the show for years to come? Or, where do you see yourself in a couple years?
No, I feel like we thought this was going to be over a long time ago, and so it's just each time they want to do another season, we're like, oh, okay.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say exactly.
I just hang on
Not
for the
forever.
ride, and then whatever happens, and then I basically focus on, all right, if it were to end right now, what are you going to do? So that's why I've been focusing on my future, and I'm not including the show in my future,
Yes.
just because I know it's not
May
going to
not
last
be,
forever, and you have to have a backup plan, especially if you have a family to take care of.
Now, will you guys end up eventually showing any of the episodes to your kids? Is that ever going to happen? Do you see that happening?
I think they'll watch it on their own. I mean, I'm not going to show them, but
We're going to see it.
I
they'll
think
watch it.
some things I for sure want to show Isaac, especially because I don't know how to describe. For one, there's a huge pregnancy prevention topic that I want to cover with him, because I know it is a cycle, and that's one thing that I am afraid of Isaac getting into something too soon. But the other thing too is, he's going to wonder about why Joe and I didn't work out and stuff, and I think that it's important for him to kind of see that there's footage that we actually have of Joe and I being happy together at one point, and we did try everything that we could to make it work.
And at least if you show them, then we're able to
we can be
explain
open and honest,
Yeah.
and be able to explain things to them.
We've all seen the drama and, of course, the really rough moments that you guys have gone through throughout the seasons. But what's kind of one of the best or better memories you've had throughout filming?
They film, at least for Isaac, I think 4 out of 5 birthdays have been filmed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Milestones, like when he started walking, and preschool graduation, those are huge things.
Also, Lincoln. Being
Lincoln,
born.
yeah, and just being born.
I mean, it's just nice. We don't just have pictures. We have
footage,
and not just regular video. Really nice.
Yeah.
edited,
We don't have to hold a camera, and it's not like selfie mode,
Yeah.
Now, would you guys end up doing this all over again if you had the chance?
I would, but I would live a totally different life than what I did.
What would you have done differently?
Stay out of trouble, get into school way earlier, and get Jace back by now already.
I feel like that's a hard question because sometimes I say I would do it all over again in a heartbeat, maybe not say certain things that I've said, just because it comes out worse than I think about it in my head. But then and other times, if I could have the exact same 2 kids that I have now 10 years from when I had them, I don't know.
But also we learn from our mistakes,
right.
So I don't know if I would want to do it all over again. Because then I might make the same mistakes, but later on in the future.
I think I would do it. I would do it all. I feel like I've ended up in a really good place, and I don't know if I would have if I didn't have the opportunities that I've had. So
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Now, in terms of other reality shows, since I feel like Teen Mom is like a guilty pleasure of a lot of people, do you guys have any reality show guilty pleasures?
Yes, I love the Kardashians.
Oh yeah.
I can't help it. Oh, what? The Kardashians. And I like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Orange County. And I love Don't Be Tardy.
I love this stuff on TLC and
Oh,
the Kardashians.
And
I like Botched. Is that reality?
Yeah,
HGTC.
And I watch.
we like a lot. Yeah.
I don't really watch too much TV since I'm so busy, but when I do have downtime, I watch Orange is the New Black
Oh yeah.
on Netflix.
Well, that's not reality.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said it's
Oh.
not reality, but I mean that's like the only thing I watch really. That and and Practical Jokers. That is really funny.
So if you could join a cast of any other reality show or TV show, which one would it be?
I mean,
I think
I want to be a Kardashian.
all their
So.
businesses, they're businesswomen right there.
Their clothes and their sweet hair.
Oh my gosh. And their houses.
Okay, and if you could summarize the season in one word, what would it be?
Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaotic.